Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to GP1 tonight, our penultimate round of the season of one of our closest championships ever. It's been an amazing season of racing, overtaking, fights, and now it all comes down to this. 2 races to go in the Brazilian Grand Prix and the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix next week. And today we have got the Brazilian Grand Prix today. One of the very shorter circuits today, and also a very first timer in the comp box today. But he's a very special one. He needs no introduction, but I'm gonna give it one. He is the newly crowned GP2 World Champion. And he drove the Williams car to an absolute T last night, and it is Nadeem.
Thanks for the introduction. It's really kind of you for the words. Yeah, looking forward to commentate. It's my first time, as you said, but yeah, definitely looking forward to commentate tonight. The GP1 guys are really fast, and yeah, it's super close. So it should be a good race tonight.
Laser just noticed, it noticed immediately that we have the echo. Yes, it's Nadeem's mic, that's what it is.
Sorry guys.
It is Nadeem's mic, so don't worry, he'll get it sorted out. Okay, so let's get the shed out. I mean, just share this to my friends, because some of my friends will like to watch this. Done. So let's go to the championship. So we are going to go to championship. I don't hit myself now, which is the first. I love that from Nadeem. That's brilliant, Nadeem. Great comment on Sonic Hawk. That's a great comment. Now, you're joining us in one of the most exciting leagues, exciting divisions that we got in Nadeem. So I hope you're ready for this. This is a very exciting division going to the final 2 rounds of the season. Because Chris leads by a point ahead of Lyronics. Laser is 298. He's still in this fight. Rappy, he's mathematically in it, but it's very difficult for him now. CPI Connor is in 5th. Clarky is in 6th. Game Boy 7th. Fruitful 8th. Jensen 9th. And Sedgevitz in 10th. And our bottom 10 are Venom, Tony, Gelato, Wolby, Joey, Spanias, Lost Souls, Gogs, Fireshot, and Golden Crimson. And our constructors, Mercedes dominating, AlphaTauri 2nd, Renault in 3rd, Haas in 4th, Scuderia Ferrari in 5th, Racing Point in 6th, Red Bull 7th, Williams 8th, Alfa Romeo 9th, and McLaren in 10th. So Nadeem, I hope you're ready for this. GP1 is a very exciting division with a very, very, very close championship. How are you feeling?
Yeah, no, definitely. The guys up here are almost at the top of the PS4 list, so it should be a little bit fun. I know it's tight as always, and especially at Brazil being such a short track. Like it's really going to be, the gaps are going to be super close tonight, so every little mistake will could play a big difference in today's qualification.
So what's Laser got to do then to close the gap down on the top 2? Does he need a real good race in today?
Yeah, I think on his end he just has to do his best, so probably qualify in first and try and take the lead. And yeah, I think he can't really control what the others do, so do his best and get maximum points today, and hope the others maybe make a mistake in the midfield. And yeah, put some pressure on them. So yeah, I think he just needs to do his best today.
So I just got 3 comments in from Calvin. He says, evening, evening to you. Calvin says, don't know what's going on, but can hear you echoing. Yes, we have noticed that. And he also said, Nadeem needs to turn mic up so quiet, says Calvin.
It's enough now. Okay.
Don't worry, man. It's your first time here. Just be nicely settled. You're with me today, so no need to be shouting at you.
I'll get on it right now.
Sweet. So Calvin, so if you're listening and you're watching, which you are, so how are you feeling going for this race, and who do you think's going to win it today? And hopefully, and I'd like to hear your say on it as the drivers getting ready today. 13 drivers, but there's also the drivers for, who can reserve in this, but very risky to do that sort of thing. So 15 seconds to go, and we'll be seeing how it all plans out. So we could be diving into the Brazilian Grand Prix. 10 seconds to go. Qualifying's about to start. What is the weather going to play in for this race? I can't wait to see how it plans out. So with the echoing, yeah, I don't think that's fixable. So if you can hear me echoing, that's fine. So yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those. It's non-fixable. So yeah, we'll just have to put up with it. So we can't wait to see how it all happens.
Should be a fun race today.
Now, you driven qualifying in the wet last night. What's it like driving on a wet track in Brazil?
Yeah, it's quite tricky. I think especially the middle sector, because it's so, you need to be so careful with the traction going to the corners. Like, it's so easy to spin the rears there. So I think especially in that middle sector, that's where a lot of time can gain a lot.
Calvin said, should be good if that CBI Connor is racing. Expect him to be rapid again, though. And Calvin also said, it sounds like the stream itself is coming through a headset. Just Clive Playlist says, hey, hello Clive, welcome to the stream. Welcome to GP1 today, and it's a dry qualified session today. So we'll be seeing how it all plans out. Adam Clark says he's here to scout the talent. We got a scouter, very nice. So in terms of qualifying, Nadeem, because of your qualifying strategy, would you use all 4 tyres or would you spare a few to the race?
I think you could use most of them. One stop is definitely possible. I think soft to hard is probably the easier option. Soft to medium is possible. That's yeah, I think you can definitely use up the tires.
So the tyres themselves, because they are durable around this track, do you think, like I said before, a 1-stop can work, or do you think that the 2-stop will be a lot more aggressive?
I think personally a 1-stop is probably better. I think track position is key as well, because you don't really have that many overtaking opportunities at the track. It's really like turn 1 and then turn 3 or 4, I think. So yeah, I think if you can get in front and just maybe like with the fin on that, especially the ERS, I think that's probably your best call.
So I just turned down the sound a bit on the game, just so we could actually hear Nadeem. So I turned the sound down on the game, so you can hear Nadeem a bit more. So Gelato has gone to start his first lap in the Haas car. And this is the difference between all our drivers here in all our 3 divisions. This is our fastest division, and you're going to find out why with Gelato on his lap. So yeah, Nadeem, you quite like Brazil. Nice flowing circuit, would you say?
Yeah, no, it's definitely quite good. I think yeah, it feels so satisfying to get the lap put together. But yeah, you really need to be on it. It's like, especially on that first corner, because it's so easy to invalidate in that S section in the center S. So yeah, but like I said, the gap is so close. So you really need to be on it to.
Oh, what happened to Gelato? What's happened to Gelato? He lost it into the. I was watching the comments. I'll rewind that because I caught on stream. So Gelato. Oh, lost the rear end and smacked into the barrier. Oh, that's such a shame. Poor Gelato. And Chris sets a 1 minute 6.8. And there you go. Our fastest guys are doing their stuff already. Lost Souls on 1 minute 7.2. And we got the Renault of Laser. No, Game Boys. Game Boys puts into third. What about Lyronix? Lyronix is a championship contender who's currently second, a point behind Chris. So he's a very good race today of homing in on that AlphaTauri as Ryan puts in on 1 minute 6.5, doing really well so far. 10 viewers watching the stream. Hello to your 10 people watching GP1 today as the Mercedes guys are slipstreaming. So this is very good teamwork for the Mercs as Rappy starting his lap now with Lyronix on his laps, and Lyronix goes into third place. I was about to ask you that, Nadeem. What do you think of the tow power around here, around Brazil? Is it very powerful down the main straight?
I don't think it's too powerful, but I think it's probably definitely a tenth or but in between it, and for GP1 a tenth or two could make a big difference. So yeah, I think it's listening could give you quite a big advantage to say.
So I was just trying to figure out, does the tow give you, like, was it a good 2-3 tenths?
Yeah, I don't think it will be that strong, 2 tenths or so probably, because I mean the final corner isn't exactly like straight, it's quite a bit of like a curve, so but every bit will really help. So yeah, it's worth a shot, I think.
And the corner that Rappy went through, which is Jung Chao, which is that left-hander. Do you think we can see some overtakes going in through there if someone's a bit brave going through there?
Which one is it? Sorry?
The left-hander.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be tight, and yeah, like I think you really need to have a good exit coming up and really like line the car in front. So yeah, but you're really gonna have to be on point to get the overtakes right.
I want to. Sai just put a very interesting comment. He says, "I think the 4 comms guys should be in a single party." Right, Sai, if I'm available for that job, you can count on me. You can count on me being one of those 4. I'll be more than happy to. So, Chris is putting out a 1 minute 6.541, which is like a few thousands faster than Ryan. Good stuff there for Chris on 3-lap old soft tires, 3 laps old softs. What's Laser gonna do? He's the guy in third place in this championship. Here we go. Laser comes in, puts into 4th. Good lap for Laser, right behind Lyronix. Very good lap there. So, and Rappy's going to try and improve his time, and he puts himself into third. Mercedes 3 and 4 right now. Clyde Bayless is supporting the Mercs, so good stuff from him. Really good stuff from him. Really supporting the Mercs. So Nadeem, who's your money on for this race today then?
I think you can't really go wrong with Chris leading the championship. I think he looks in good form, so I think I'm leaning towards him today.
So your money's on Chris for today's race?
Yeah, I think Chris is probably his favorite in my eyes.
I see. Sayadar said, I think they are running higher downforce as the lap times are slower than I expected. Maybe a wet race. Well, I wonder they said that because I'm trying to see where that comment came from. Clarky Boy says dry throughout. So that's interesting. So it's going to be a drive throughout race. So the guys, they may be running higher downforce, but we don't know that. But Nadeem, it's quite a complex circuit when it comes to setups, because you want to run a high downforce for the second sector, but you want to run a low downforce for the third and first sector. Is that a bit of a compromise?
Yeah, it's definitely a compromise. I think you need to have in mind like what you can do for the race, because if you're gonna have a higher downforce, you could follow easily in the middle sector, but then you're really gonna struggle overtaking on top of the hill. So it's really it's gonna be a compromise. What's this?
So, what would your be money on? Would you like to go for a little bit more higher setup, or would you like to go for a bit more of a lower?
So personally, what I did last night, I ran a bit of a slightly higher downforce in quali. I think it was 4737, and then at the start of the race, maybe just adjusted down by one or so. So gain that position in qualifying, and then try and keep in front of the straight line speed.
Lyronics heads into the pits, has lost Souls is on an out lap, Game Boys is on the lap, he sets a purple second sector. And Game Boys, is he coming in? No, he's not. He's coming to finish off his lap. Here comes Game Boys. Game Boys puts his Renault into fifth ahead of his teammate, but his teammate is on an out lap. So, the times today, Nadine, what were you thinking?
Yeah, I knew they would definitely be in the 106s. So I mean, if the banker lap is like high to mid 106s, I think possibly a low 106, maybe a 106.3 could be possible, 106.4. But yeah, those are really fast laps already. So yeah, it should be really close though.
Be interested to see how it all plans out, because the track is still green right now, so the track times, the times will be falling very soon. So do you think we'll be hitting 106.3s, 106.2s?
Yeah, I think maybe a 106.3. I think that could be something that could be close to call. Lucky boy coming up to the line.
And he has gone to third. Good lap for Clarkey. 106.7. 2/10 slower than both Ryan and Chris. Chris and Ryan. So Ryan has validated his lap. So it'll be very interesting to see how it all plans out. Sanjovic, I think, is backed off. I think he is. I think Sanjovic is on a lap because he's pelting it. And he look at that. 58,000 faster than his previous. See how Sanjovic will do.
Could be
Sanjovic puts that Haas tight to the wall to put himself into fifth, splitting the Mercs. So very nicely done from him. Let's go to Joey, because he's one of the guys who set a lap and he's messed that up completely. Go through turn 4. So what would be like the most overtaking places? Would you say the center S's, or would you say that turn 4 left-hander?
Yeah, between those two, I think either if you're gonna line up the guy into the first corner, maybe make him the fin and take the better exit, then you could get him in turn 4. So I think, yeah, it's gonna be really tight though, because like I said, ERS can really pull away from it, and it's gonna be tight to get past the guy.
And talk about fuel modes as well. Would you say for this part where Jensen's going through now, would you go lean and save a bit, or would you go standard and rich?
Yeah, I think for the middle sector, lean will help quite a lot, especially with the exit out of the corner. So yeah, lean during the middle sector and rich going off the straight.
Look at that from Ryan, 106.3. Good lap from him. Chris will have to respond to that. Here comes Jensen in the Red Bull. Here comes Jensen. Let's see what he can do in that car. Red Bull Jensen. Can he get that Red Bull high enough to challenge the top guys? No, it's not a 106.9. It's not enough just yet. Joey nearly spun round. And let's see what anyone else is on that. Lyronics is still in 5th place at the moment.
So tight though, from Hawking P3 to Jensen P9.
Now you realise how close GP1 is.
Yeah. It's super close. Like really one mistake, or like one good lap, it's like 2 or 3 tenths could like put you up so many places.
Trust me, commentating on this division is an absolute nightmare, because there's so much going on in such a small space of time. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
This is why Division 1 is like the best division.
Yeah, because I think legit anyone could basically win. Like all adversaries.
We asked that question last night, so we can proudly say this again. It's Sias R says this is a question to you, Nadeem. Would you like to give GP1 a go?
I think I'll give it a shot, but honestly, I don't think I'll be up there with the top guys. I think maybe lower to midfield I'll be, but yeah, I definitely won't be up with like the likes of Chris and Ryan and Ironic, for example. But I mean, I'll like to give it a go.
So definitely next season.
Yeah, I think I'll give it a shot. I think it'll be fine. I think it was gonna be a learning curve going against these top guys, but yeah, I think I'll learn quite a bit.
So would you say that you come in? I know what your plan is now. I think you go to the combots and scout GP1 and see what it's like when you go in there. I know what your plan is now.
But you got me. You got my friend. I've been put out.
You sly fox. Oh dear. So CPI Connor's joined us. Good stuff from him.
Yeah, Con was really quick as well. I was looking to be out there. It was in the quali. I'm not sure we'll set a lap, but Chris coming up to the final section. It should be close.
Chris now is about to set his lap time in the AlphaTauri. And oh my, that's even better. How on earth is Chris finding that?
Oh, look at the gap, 300th of a second.
My good grief! That's unbelievable.
Information validated.
The good thing for Connor is he can set one lap. He can set a lap,
Yeah,
2 laps to be fair.
He needs to leave soon now.
So, Just Clive Bayless has put a question for us. It says, question for the both of us, what is your favourite F1 race team? So Nadeem, what's your favourite F1 team?
I'm usually a Ferrari for him.
Oh no.
It's been tough watching this season. It's been tough.
I feel bad for you now.
It hasn't been the best, and I've been a same fan also. It's even more tough.
Yeah, I can now feel your pain of being a Ferrari fan, seeing them be behind with Sebastian Vettel, running the back as he usually does.
Yeah, that's why I've said I'm a F1 fan. That's what I am.
I see.
That's what Ferrari does to me.
So Joey's speeding up Ferrari. Joey is on another lap.
Yep, Ryan.
Where is Ryan? Where is he? Ryan is on the lap, so we'll keep an eye on him.
Oh, he's a 10th up in his first sector already.
Is he actually? My goodness.
Will we see a 106.2 maybe?
Here comes Joey on those medium tyres. Let's see what the Ferrari driver can do. And Joey will put himself into P11. Now let's go to the important one. Let's go to Ryan, who's got a Renault in front of him, which is Laser, which gets out of the way wisely. He dropped a few hundredths there, to be fair.
He's still up though. And this could be quality if he keeps it together. It's gonna be tight though.
If he goes even near where Chris is, I'll be surprised. Oh my!
That is a sensational left from Ryan.
Ryan, bow down, mate. That was incredible.
What the left?
So look at Connor in the other Ferrari. Just joined us.
He's one in only left.
Say again?
It's pretty sure Con only has one lap to set the time.
Yes, so he'll give it all he can in the Ferrari.
Go on for the Ferraris.
I'm now feeling even more sorry for you.
Oh, he comes in.
Oh, Connor's gone in. Clarkie's jumped himself to third. Good lap from him. Both Mercedes have validated. Laser is on a lap. So Laser, the man is in third in the championship. Can he put himself forward? Oh, he does! Goes into third! Lovely lap for Laser! Beautifully stuffed for the championship as well. That is going to be spicy.
Rappy coming up to the line as well.
He's on a validated lap. Both Mercs are. No worries.
It's Joey.
It's just the Joey. So the pole lap time is for Ryan is on 106.1. You want to know, Tan?
That's a phenomenal lap from Ryan.
That's unbelievable. 2/10 faster than Chris. Ryan is going to be sensational next season. I can tell. Just Clive Bader says, "What a lap! Well done to the lad." Yeah, not surprised that you say that. That's incredible from Ryan. Dan says Nadeem is shaking because he probably goes to GP1 next season shaking.
Yeah. That's a phenomenal lap from Ryan. Like, I think that must have been two tenths of the world record.
So here is your 15 for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Ryan pole position, Chris second, Laser third, Clarkie fourth, Rappy and Lyonix fifth and sixth, Game Boy seventh, Lost Souls eighth, Santovitz 9th, Jensen 10th, Joey 11th, CPI Connor 12th, Gelato 13th, Tony 14th, and Gogs, well, says it all. Because Gogs never sets a lap time here.
Yeah. All part of the masterclass.
That's the Gogs qualified. He never qualifies. Right. 10 in the chat. Would you like to please put in your predictions and use Melody? What's your prediction for this race?
I think after that quali lap, I think you have to say Ryan. Ryan's looking good for the win. Chris as well. I think even Chris, they'll be 1 and 2 because I think the gap to third there was quite a bit of a gap. And then I'm gonna say. I'll say Lyronix, I think he'll be P3.
I might go for Laser, Chris, and Lyonix. The pole time, Adam, is a 106.1 by Ryan.
It's a joke of a lap.
That is just stupid.
It's just still what's involved in that lap.
Oh dear. Right, okay, now we got that out of the way. Let's see what the tyres have they selected. Oh, interesting tyre choices.
Yeah.
So we've got 3 minion runners. So Nadine, what's your thoughts on that?
I think starting out of the top 10 it's a good shout. Because starting on the mediums, you could actually, if you push it far enough, you could do the last one on softs. But if you're gonna have to push it all to the end, but yeah, I think it's gonna be it's a good call, I think.
Like I said before, it's a very short track, so you could do a lot of laps on the soft tyres, which you could do 14, 15 laps. But would you want to push to the limits of the tyres, or would you pit a couple of laps early?
Yeah, that's going to be the interesting call. I think safety car could play a big role as well, but if you, I think soft hards, if you put a bit early on those softs and maybe get the undercut, I think keeping a track position could be key to that as well. So that could be a decent strategy in my opinion.
So we're going to see Ryan starting on pole for this Brazilian Grand Prix, warming up those tyres as he does. If you were starting hard tyres, would you do like a load of burnouts to do burnouts to keep the rear tyres warm?
Yeah, the odds are a tricky one to keep in the temperature. So yeah, you really need to work this tyres very hard. Especially if you're going up against the guy with the softs. Yeah, you really need to work this hard. As George Russell proved, it's quite a challenge. So.
We still feel bad for George Russell, even we are coming towards the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix this weekend.
I'm not over it, bro.
I'm not either. So here we go then, 36 laps, 15 drivers, and let's see how this Brazilian Grand Prix is going to plan out. We're going to see the 5 red lights very soon. Here we are to 5 red lights to the Brazilian Grand Prix, and we are underway. Round 21, the penultimate of the championship, and we are underway. Great start from Ryan together with Chris side by side. Chris got the launch on him on the start. Brilliant start from Chris, and look at this. Ryan has got the inside line. Chris goes off the track, and Chris takes the lead of the Grand Prix. Good start from Chris there. Now we're going towards turn 4, past center S's, as Chris side by side with Ryan going into turn 4. They bang wheels a bit. Ryan gets shoved on the track, and Laser looks very, very keen to have a look. Beautiful start from the GP1. Oh, there's a McLaren has lost souls. Lost souls has lost it. Going out, and he's literally lost it. Going into P15. But what a good start for Chris that was.
Yeah, perfect start for Chris there. It's vital to get in front of the lead, and hopefully you can put a bit of a gap onto Ryan and extend that gap.
And now let the train of cars begin. You think GP1 is going to be close? This is the reason why. The team, I hope you're ready for 36 laps of this, because this is 36 laps of just pure close racing. And we got a car that was rapid, went all out of shape, going out to Zhengzhou corner, and he's literally falling down the order. And now he's going to be. And look at Laser. Laser's gone past. Well, Laser almost gone past Ryan there. It's just the lobby having its doing this little dance. So don't worry guys, it's not lap 3, it's not lap 3, it's lap 2. So it's lap 2 and the lobby's doing this dance. So he'll be fixing himself, don't you worry about that. Lost Souls will be probably retiring in the pits. Yes, he is, after his spin. And CPI Connor closing on Tony. Very close as well. Look at that. Gelato having a little sneaky look at Connor as well. Nadeem, I hope you're ready for this. This is 36 laps of this train. Hope you're ready for good close racing.
Yeah, that should be fun. Like, it's definitely going to be really tight, so we need to keep an eye on all the battles.
This is what you're going to be putting up with next season. You know that if you have got the pace for this.
Yeah, I'll be somewhere in the longest train somewhere. I'll feel lost probably.
And look at Ryan really closing out Chris there. He's doing all he can to keep up with Chris as he comes. Let's go to Game Boys. Game Boys are side by side with Gelato. And Gelato side by side. And Connors gets the place done. And look at Gelato trying to come back on Game Boys once again. And we got Rappy down the inside going to the center S's. Makes a big lunge for it. And they go side by side for the center S's. And we got Gelato still getting the place done. But Rappy is not finished yet with him. They go down the back straight. Going towards turn 4. Rappy going down the outside around turn 4. They're still banging wheels a bit. And Rappy gets the place done. Great move around the outside.
Great move from Rappy. Yeah, Rappy needs to recover after losing other positions. He's down 7 from his start, so he needs to make up those lost places.
Ah, needed that. So I had to have a drink to compensate all of that. Jesus. So Joey's building a bit of a gap to Jensen. So Jensen's falling about behind slightly. So it's now 1.3 seconds between Joey and Jensen. Is Jensen struggling a bit?
It looks like I think this is definitely looking good for Joey though, since he's on those mediums. So
I was about to say, yeah, Joey's made a sensational start on this medium tires. Is that going to help him out purely in the race?
Yeah, I think you should just stay behind the guys, look after his fuel, look after his tires, and then the half run is put, and really try and stretch those tires out, and I think, yeah, you could definitely make places in the second stint.
And Tony's trying to look at Sanchevitz, and Sanchevitz stuck in a Red Bull sandwich at the moment between Jensen and Tony. Tony, of course, trying to clean some points back after his after a poor showing in Mexico. So let's see how Tony will get past the Haas car. This is the one bad part of Brazil, isn't it? It's finding a place to overtake through the second sector, but it's not possible, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you really need to go for either a mistake or a big advantage on the tires, but otherwise you really need to be as close as you can and line yourself up for the first corner.
And look at CPI Connor. CPI Connor now having a look at Tony. Tony's in trouble. Here comes Connor. He's got, which way is he going? He's going to go down the inside. He is. He's going down the inside for the turn arrests. Connor didn't even do qualifying, and nor did Tony. Tony, there was been a few lucky enough. Tony goes across the track to actually not making contact with Connor, not making places, which is fair. And here comes Connor down the inside of Tony, side by side, come towards turn 4. Look at this. Here's late to the breakers. Connor is going down the inside of Sanchevitz as well. Can he make 2 places as well? Oh, Connor's lost it. Oh, they both had a massive accident. Massive accident there.
Safety car. Safety car.
Wow. Unbelievable.
It was going citywide. It was always going to be difficult.
Whew.
Oh, that's unfortunate for Connor.
It was indeed. Connor and just got a bit out of. Would you say Connor got a little bit out of the shake going down turn 4, then had a bit of wheel spin?
Yeah, I think there was too many guys. There were three guys going out there, so there's always going to be like as Chris comes in the pit.
And I think so the AlphaTauri Chris has come in. Later's in, Jensen's in, so yeah, so Joey's going to stay out for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Look at that, so Chris has gone to medium and Later's gone to the hard, so that's interesting a choice.
Yeah, looks like Chris is might have to do another stop, because I don't think those mediums to do 30 laps.
Wow, unbelievable. That was unbelievable.
Yeah, I didn't know where to look at it.
Well, GP1 chat's gonna be good tonight. Take that for the fact.
Yeah.
So why? So is that right for Ryan and Clarkey to stay out on those soft tires, or would would you say they could have stopped?
I think, yeah, it's gonna be close, but I think this will help them if they want to do soft mediums right now. That could help them do that. So Chris is gonna be stuck behind Joey probably, and they might lose a bit of time. So Ryan and Clark are willing to stretch those legs and pull a bit of a gap and go to the mediums. I think that's probably what they're going for.
So Ryan, Clarkey and Joey are top 3 unstopped on those tyres. Joey started on his medium tyres. Ryan and Clarkey did start on their soft tyres, which from the start and from qualifying. The rest of the guys have stopped behind them, and they have fresher tyres. Few of them can go to the race. They're on hard tyres, they will go to the end, and the medium tyres, they will have to stop again because of the life of the tyre. So, oh, a bit of a lock up there for Joey, almost hit the back of Clarkey. Dan said it's a good call from Laser to go to hards. Yes, that's true. A few of the drivers did, to be fair. So it was Laser, Jensen, Game Boys, Sanchevitz, and Gelato that went on hards. That's a good call, I would say.
Yeah, it should be good strategy battle because there's people on all three compounds. So yeah, it's gonna be quite interesting come the end of the race. Who's gonna make the right call?
And also, we haven't seen any time penalties yet from lap 7 onwards, so this is good showing, isn't it?
Yeah, like normally you get like a few minutes at the start. I think normally at the start, I think at every race, I think that's when the guys pick up the penalties. I think once you get settled into the race and get in at the rhythm, I think normally you quite good on the penalties. So yeah, it's good to see the guys are keeping it clean.
Yeah, they will have a few bumps and barges here and there, but it's just racing, isn't it? You can't always have a good clean race. You are going to have a few bumps here and there, but yeah, that's part of racing, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think especially in GP1 you need to get the elbows out sometimes. So yeah, there's safety car coming in as well.
So Ryan will now be the safety car. He'll lead the pack going into the first part of the center S's into turn 1. Remember, Ryan and Clark Joa have to drive away as fast as they can and get away from those fresh tyre runners because they have got the tyre advantage. But we know Ryan, like you do, Nadeem, Ryan is no slouch and he will try and push away as hard as he can, wouldn't he?
Yeah, no, the tire should be towards to go for quite a few laps, so he didn't need to go. He's really backing up the pack.
And look, now he's jumped it. He's jumped the gun. He's jumped the gun. Joey side by side with Clarky already going to the centre S's. Look at this. Clarky down to the centre S's. Look at that. Clarky defends it well. Now Joey's going to get the switchback move. And he's going to try and get Clarky down the back straight. Chris is looking very, very interested. Sniffing around that Alpha Ferrari. And the Ferrari car going around the outside. And Clarky defends it well. Nicely done.
That's important for Clarky to stay on the top side.
And Joey will try and close in before Chris passes him. If Chris gets past Joey here, would you say AlphaToy will switch?
I think they should keep it as it is for now, but I think towards the end when Clarky tires are gonna go off, and I think they might need to switch.
So, okay, so Rappy's looking very, very interested on Jensen. Jensen's on a hard tire course. Look at the drive Rappy has on Jensen. What, you spotted something?
No, it's just a great drive out of the corner for Rappy.
And Rappy gets in front of Jensen's car, so that's the Mercedes through into 7th place there. So Rappy will now try and chase after Laser, who's of course on those hard tyres. Let's go back to the top 4, and you can see Chris is still trying to close this on Joey's car, but Joey holds on really well. It's really good stuff there from him. Gelato trying to close it on Tony as well. And it's the thing, Nadeem. If you make one mistake here at GP1, you're going to go right down the order. You can't make a mistake here, can't you?
Yeah, like you saw what happened to Rapper at the start. He made a mistake and he was outside the top 10 after such a good qualifying. So yeah, you really need to keep it clean and make sure you stay mistake free, especially at the start of the race as well.
As Chris now starting to look at Joey's car, the Ferrari driver trying to get away as fast as he can. Look at this, Clarky and Ryan have got away from the Ferrari. It's now Joey has not got the DRS, and Chris will get the DRS on the next straight, and Joey had to stick close to him, which he will. So Joey will get DRS from Clarky, which will help it slightly. So now Chris will get that rear wing open, and so is Joey. Gogs gets the first penalty of the race, so unfortunate there for Gogs, but Chris will have to stay behind him for now. It's that pure DRS train, isn't it, Nadeem, which is going to be a nightmare around the circuit.
Yeah, I think being the third car in the DRS train is really a nightmare because you can't get that advantage over the car in front of you, so you really depend on the car in front to make that move, otherwise it's going to be really difficult to get in front.
Chris, of course, is in P1 in this championship. Laser and Chris are behind him, so the championship is looking very, very tasty right now. At the result stage of this, Chris will lead the championship going into the final race of the season in Abu Dhabi. but it's still all to play for. It's our penultimate race of the season. Here comes Laser under pressure from Rappy. It's going around the outside. This will be an easy overtake for Rappy because he's on those medium tyres, but Laser is playing the longer strategy. You've got to remember, the hard tyres will go longer than the medium, so the medium tyre runners will want to get away as fast as they can and try and not make those hard tyre runners think they got the advantage. And then Chris still stuck behind. Let's have a look at Tony, and the Red Bulls are fighting, Tony and Jensen, and Tony gets in front of Jensen. So Red Bull switching, that's a bit wise, I would say.
Yeah, Tony on the fast and medium, so they can make them better get through the field. I think it's better tires over Jensen the odds at the moment.
So what Chris needs to do then to get past Joey, then does he need to play it smart here?
Yeah, it's difficult because Joey's on the mediums as well, so he's not going to be quitting when Ryan and Clarky goes in. So yeah, he's going to have to either maybe send it or maybe wait until the others quit and then try and take him. Yeah, it's a gap difficult as he's on the tail of Joey. Did you see him move here?
Oh, we could see a move from Joey. Yes, he is. He's going down the outside of Clarky, going into the center. As they bang wheel slightly, going to the first part. But Joe will now get the inside line, and they bang again. And look at this. Chris is looking very interested. Chris gets the outside line. Joey so close. Look at this. They could go 3 wide. Look at this. It's so close. Clarky gets the main stick. Unbelievable stuff.
That was so close.
Very, very close, but well done to Clarky for holding on to second there, but it's all in vain, isn't it?
Yeah, Clarky's side is probably not in the best condition. I think Joey's...
It is coming to his end life, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Joey's tires are probably at the better stage right now, so he's probably on the better tires, but I think Chris has even fresher tires, so... Yeah.
Now I'm watching the lines that the GP1 drivers make. They're going onto the AstroTurf, going onto the left-hander. I don't normally do that, but it looks like these drivers here are doing the AstroTurf line. I think that's pretty smart, I would say. And here comes Chris down the outside of Joey. This is for third place, and Chris gets the move done. And look at this, his teammate wants to help him out. Look at his teammate helped him. That was smart from AlphaTauri. That was absolutely brilliant.
That was such great teamwork from the two there. To hold up Joey just enough for Chris to get off of him. Sensational work from the team.
How on earth did they make that work? That was absolutely brilliant. Clarky held up Joey to make Chris go around the outside of the both of them to make Chris absolutely launch away. That was absolutely, I've never seen that in my life with commentating so far. That was absolutely fantastic there for Clarky. AlphaTauri from what was it, from Division 4, GP4 to GP1, it's absolutely brilliant. AlphaTauri definitely the team of the season by miles.
Yeah, but I think we need to give Clarky as much as credit as Chris for that move. Was wow. The timing on that was just perfect.
I can't get over that. Now that was absolutely fantastic. Joe will be probably scratching his head saying, how on earth did that happen?
Yeah, because Joey was coming up and he was on the attack, and then suddenly Chris got the both of them, so he must be as confused as anyone right now.
I'm sure a certain Dan will enjoy that very, very much. As Joey's still stuck behind Clarky, he really wants to get past him, but he just can't do it.
Yeah, those soft tires are the end of its life now. I think another lap or two, and they'll probably be in soon.
I'm sure that our spectators will enjoy the little AlphaTauri teamwork. That was one of the best moves of teamwork I ever seen in my life. It was before. Have you ever seen something like that before, Nadeem?
The only time I've seen teamwork like that is F1 esports, and from the Red Bull team. Ooh, it's Clarky, it's a big tank that one. But yeah, that was it's perfectly choreographed, so unbelievable teamwork. I can't really I can't even believe they did the planet so well.
Oh, Joey having another look at Clarkey, but Clarkey still holds on, only just. He literally played that defense move perfectly, and Joey's going to get absolutely frustrated in that car. Now he's got the inside line, now he's got the drive, now he's got the inside line, and that's the move, stick. Oh, Clarkey trying, and Lyronics has sneaked through. And Rappy.
Another position.
Both Mercs are through.
No, Clocky did so well. I think those tires were just at the end of his lifespan, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. So the Mercs now 4th and 5th. We're going to keep an eye on those two little Merc boys, see how they get on. Yeah, like you said before, Clarkie's tyres have literally had it. What's Ryan going to do?
I think Clockie's probably going in this lap. Wouldn't be surprised.
Let's go to, we've got loads of battles on track. It's unreal. Clarkey's still trying to get past Rappy, but it's unreal on his part. Is he still staying out? He is. So both soft tire runners staying out for another lap. So they're onto their reach time limit, and Laser is closing on Clarkey now. And so is the Mercedes on Joey. There's so much going on. It's unreal.
Yeah, I almost don't know where to look at the moment.
And Lays have a little sneaky look on Clarkey, but not to make the move stick. He's had a little look. He's getting a bit of a warning, saying I'm there in that Renault car. Let's see how this lot will play out. This is the train of cars behind Joey's Ferrari. It's the two Mercs boys. It's Clarkey, it's Laser, it's Sanchevitz, it's Tony, and Gelato. It's from 3rd place to 10th, all in the train.
I think Clock is doing a great job keeping up with the guys in front of us. I think he just needs to stay in the DRS range and use that toe to keep him there. I think that could help him out quite a bit. But yeah, I think they'll probably try to stretch it and put the mediums on and go towards the end. There is Ryan's in the pit.
So Ryan is in the pits for his start. Clarkey stays out for another lap. So now let's see what Ryan goes for here. While we're looking at the gaps here, before if we see anything, we'll let you know. So Ryan will now go on to the hard, to the medium tires. So he's gone medium.
Yeah, I think it should be fine till then. 16 laps on the soft. Another extra 4 should be fine on the medium.
And as Chris starts to get away in the AlphaTauri, I think Lyronics might need to get past Joey as soon as he can to keep tags with Chris, and also for his championship as well.
Yeah, Lyronics needs to get past Joey now. Those Joey tires are not at the end, but it doesn't have many laps left in them, so he needs to get the move on and try and cut down the gap. Chris is pulling away from Joey at the moment.
So Nadim, after 17 laps in the box commentating GP1, are you feeling feeling quite good right now?
Yeah, to be honest, there's so much action going on. I don't know.
Speaking of action, here comes Gelato on Tony. Here we go. These two are so close, and they're nearly touching wings. There, look at this. None. Tony holds his line. Lock up from Tony, but Gelato stays where he is, behind Tony. And Gelato, Jensen gets a penalty for multiple warnings. So that's our second driver getting a penalty. So, and Lyronics made a mistake! Lyronics made a mistake! And Rappy's got a little sniff in Lyronics, and Lyronics stays where he is. Very lucky there for Lyronics to stay where he is there.
Could that be a team call, maybe? If that was somebody else, I think they would definitely put their nudge their heads in next to Lyronics.
So would you say it's a team call?
Perhaps, I think if it was somebody else, I think maybe it would have been a bit more aggressive in that one.
So what are you thinking now? 11 laps now on those medium tyres now. The hard tyres will definitely go to the end. So do you still think Laser's still got a shout of winning this race?
Yeah, it depends on, I think, the 3 guys in the mediums who quitted already. If they can stretch those mediums to the end, it's gonna be really difficult. But if they put, I think Laser's probably in the best position to stay in front now. So I think it's gonna be important to see what the guys in front do on those mediums. whether they're gonna fit or not.
So Ryan, fastest lap of the race in the Racing Point, and Lyronix nearly makes another mistake. Wheel spin on the exit of turn 4 as Clarkey gets the penalties, as the penalties starting to come in. So right now it's very important that they not get any penalties at this stage of the season, at this stage of the race as well.
Yeah, penalties can really come back to bite you at the end of the race. So yeah, like as you can see from the gaps, 30 seconds can make a huge difference, especially in that much back. So that's gonna play a big role also.
Gelato sniffing around Tony's Red Bull full as it sees, and Sanjevic's getting a little bit shaky. Tony and Sanjevic having a little go. Tony's in a bit of a half sandwich at the moment as Gelato is sneaking up on that Red Bull. What's the Red Bull car gonna do? Tony swings left, swings right. Tony, Gelato gets down on the outside, going into the center S's. He'll get the inside line for turn 2. Gelato, good move there from Tony, holds him off only just.
It's racing so tight at the moment.
You're enjoying yourself over there, aren't you?
Yeah, that's good to see. Like these guys are the best in the league and the best for a reason. So yeah, I think it's clear to see why.
This is why I say this is going to be punishing for your throats, because this is why it's so exciting. It is literally, I'm so proud to commentate in this division, because look at the gaps these lot are doing. They're still very minimal. Any mistake will do, and like Gelato just did there, just got him in a large shape on the exit of that long left-hander, and that Haas car was spinning his wheels and going nowhere. So Tony now is going to close in on Sanjevic's car. So would you say the medium tyres would now, would you say go, would you say 16, 17 laps?
To be honest, I could do more. I think I could push it to about 20 or so. But I think once you're at that stage, then that's like at the limit. So, for example, Joey is on 20 laps, so I think his tire is definitely going to be towards the end. So, yeah, it should be interesting. But he's keeping tires with Chris, so he's still managing his tires quite well.
What's the Mercs doing? The Mercs are closing on Joey now. Those 6 laps fresher medium tyres are closing on Joey again after Lyronix made a mistake. Do you think the medium tyres are starting to come towards a little bit end of it now?
Yeah, I think the mediums are definitely towards the end of its last end. Maybe another lap or two. Yeah, after that you're gonna be suffering quite a bit.
So if you're Mercedes right now, I know Rappi is mathematically still in it, but would you say Lyronix will have the main priority now in the team?
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to favor Lyronix. He's the guy in the.
Joey's in. So Joey's in for his stop in the Ferrari. We're going to monitor the gaps as they come through. We are looking at Joey's stop. What tyres he's going on? He's going onto the softs, which is pretty much the best strategy you can do, really. He's done soft, he's done medium, and he's doing soft again. He is playing for the safety car.
Ryan's quite a bit ahead of him now, so that's good work from Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan has jumped Joey, and so has Jensen. So right now, Chris leads by 3.1 seconds ahead of the 2 Mercs. Then it's Laser. Then it's Sanjevic's Tony. Gelato, Game Boys, Ryan, Jensen, Joey, Clarkey, and Gogs. So right now, it's the race starting to. It's you to say. The race is starting to come more into Laser now.
Yeah, I think what's going to be interesting for me is what the top three are going to do on those mediums, because they put it on, I think it was lap 6, so currently the mediums going 30 laps to go on, so I'm thinking they're going to have to put. So I think once they put, I think Laser and Sancho they'll probably be in 1 and 2 after that.
So and the best thing is, Laser is still keeping up with these medium guys. This is really helping out his really good strategy call, isn't it?
Yeah, I think for Laser right now, he's going to be happy with I think we're going, because all he has to do is stay behind the guys in the DRS, just let them drag him along, and yeah, once they quit, he should just keep up with his own pace and try and stay out in front.
Because I was about to say that as well, because the DRS train is so powerful around here, and this is going to help out the hard time runners as like Lays and Sanjevitz and Gelato as well.
Yeah, no, I agree, because I think the mediums are definitely like the fastest tire. So just staying in a DRS, there's no need to overtake right now because you just get dragged along, and then when the mediums fall off, and then that's when Laser will overtake and then he'll try to keep his gap. So I think for Laser, looking really good right now.
We're going to look at any close fights. So our closest battle so far is the closest gap, and that's Rappy pitting. So he's done 16 laps medium. So Rappy has jumped the gun on the tyres. Is he playing for the safety car as well? He's going medium tyres again. Very interesting there from Rappy. Yeah, and that's Laser going up into third now. Now he's going to try and catch Lyronics. Lap 24 out of 36 in this Brazilian Grand Prix so far. Chris leads by 3.5 seconds, but how long those mediums are going to last against the hard tyre runners? Because is he got enough of a gap to survive the hard tyre runners? Or is Lyronics going to play a bit of a buffer to Laser? And the most interesting thing is, Nadeem, is the top 3 in the championship are podium so far.
Yeah, I think they stopped me for a reason, and I think they put him in as a nice. But yeah, it should be interesting how it's going to work out towards the end. Not sure what Chris and Lyronics.
Lyronics comes in. Laser is going to be a little bit perky right now, because he's now the lead hard tyre runner. Can he keep Sanjevitz behind him? Even though he has got penalties, he can drive away. And look at this, look at Gelato down the inside of Tony, down the inside into turn 4, and he gets the move done. Oh, Tony gets a switch back on him. Good move there from Tony there. So Tony played that smart because he got the run in out of turn 4 to give to make that a mistake there for the Gelato.
Yeah, I think he lined it up pretty well, but I think he's probably struggling with the button medium. So he's 18 years old now, so his mediums are gonna be struggling a bit right now.
4.8 seconds between Chris and Laser. That's the gap at the moment. We're looking at Gelato and Tony because they are going into war again. Oh, he is as well. So Laser leads the race now. He will go to the end on these tyres. Don't forget that 10 laps to go. It's soft tyre territory. Chris will go down to 6th. Sanjevitz into 2nd. Tony in 3rd. Gelato in 4th. Tony has got no penalties, but look at Gelato down the inside into turn 4 once again. And look at this, gets the move done. And Tony were not fighting this time. That is the move, stick and done for Gelato. Haas on now 2 and 3.
Great move from Gelato this time, actually getting the move done and sticking it this time. So I think it's safe to say that the odds are probably the better tie to be on now compared to the mediums of Tony.
Yeah, so would you say Tony will have to come in now?
Yeah, I think he's going to have to quit soon because he's going to run out of laps to catch the guys in front of him. So I think he's probably going to have to block soon. I think the key guy here now is going to be him as well because Ryan put it a while back that he's on fresher medium, so he's going to be one to look out for as well.
And also the both Hasses are on penalties as well, so that's going to be a bit of a factor as well.
Yeah.
So Sanjevitz has just gone past Laser for the lead. So Sanjevitz leads ahead of Laser. Lyronics has gone past Clarkey. Is Laser playing the penalty game, I wonder?
Yeah, I think it could be a decent shot staying the second behind Feinstein and just let him drag along. That could be a good strategy as well.
So this is all to play for. Very, very close stuff. Chris is closing on Joey.
And Ryan is closing in on the top 4 on those fresh mediums as well. It could be a one to look out for.
True as well.
It is right on the back of Joey though.
Yeah, he is. So Chris trying to get past Joey to try and get maximum points as possible on those soft tyres. It's the 4 laps fresher than Joey's Ferrari. It's mid-speed for Chris. Can he get past him in time? Here he comes down the outside and he gets the move done. It's pretty much mid-speed for Chris and he gets the fast lap of the race as well. Chris is trying to get maximum points as he can to help his championship chances going into the final race in Abu Dhabi next week.
Looking good for Chris as well.
So Laser is playing a very smart game here because he's led in the... Oh my goodness me! What was Tony doing there? My goodness me! Almost wiped out a Haas car. Almost wiped out Laser slightly. So that promotes Ryan a place. Wow. And Tony's lost it.
Tony's lost it. I think those mediums are gone.
Yeah, and he's reached the track. Oh, Tony's getting frustrated. Madman Tony again. Don't take out Lyronics. And he doesn't, which is fair enough.
I think he just pushed those mediums too far. Fingers were, they were gone towards you.
Tony's gone into the pits.
5 seconds into the speeding.
This is why we call him Madman Tony for a reason. And there you go. That's a shame. So, and we reset.
I think it's looking good for Laser. He's staying just behind Sansuchi because he knows there's a big...
Oh yeah, I was about to say, because if Laser just stays there where he is, just being comfortable where he is, just let the racers do their thing because they got penalties. He's pretty much in race winning position.
Yeah, so if he's getting 25 points, that's going to put him right back in that championship man. So this is really looking good on Laser.
We're looking at Clark. He's closing on Rappy slightly, but Rappy's still getting away slowly. The gaps are starting to eke out a bit now. Let's go back to the top 3. So we're looking at Century's Laser Gelato. Laser's just played the smart game at the moment.
I think Ryan's on to watch it. He's slowly catching now, so he could still have a say in this race towards the end.
And look at Clarky, he's got a little look at Rappy, I think. Clarky having a look at Rappy slightly, but holds his line. And Dan says Laser needs to watch out for Chris. That's a good point, because Chris is rocketing towards behind him now.
Yeah, Chris is on the back of Game Boys. I think Chris will probably have him at the end of his lap.
It's going to be close. Game Boys on 23 lap old hard against Chris's 3 lap softs. It's going to be pretty much inevitable, isn't it?
Yeah, here we go. Look at him, he's already at the back of him.
Down the inside. Move done. Like a hot knife through hot butter.
Chris is only 6 seconds behind the leader with just under 6 left to go on those 3 soft, so this is going to be close towards the end.
And you were mentioning Ryan for the past few laps, and there he is, 1.5 seconds now behind the hard time runners. Ryan has caught up to the group now.
Yeah, this should be interesting with the guys in front on those old hards. Those hards won't be in great condition either, so it's going to be tight.
4 laps to go. We're in for fireworks. We're in for a fireworks finish. So Sanjovic leads, Laser second, Gelato third, Ryan fourth, Chris in fifth. But the Haas cars have got penalties, and Ryan and Chris are on the faster tyres. What is going to happen when all this lot cross the line on the last lap? As Joey gets past Game Boys. That is for 6th place. So Nadeem, have you enjoyed your time here so far?
Yeah, it's been good. Yeah, action galore. So yeah, I think I can't complain on what I've had to commentate on. And yeah, so far so good, and I think it's good soon. The climax is gonna be, it should be a nail biter coming up towards the end.
Yeah, because now Ryan has caught up to this group, and Chris, like you said, as Dan said before, he's not far behind. It's all down to the last lap. If Laser wants it better than anyone, he wants to get that race victory, and he'll get it through penalties, but Ryan might spoil it for him, and so is Chris. It's all down to the final few laps. If Laser might need to pass the Haas car sooner rather than later, or is he going to use the Haas car as a bit of a wall?
Can Ryan overtake Gelato?
No, he's not going to just yet, but he's got that back straight to do yet.
He needs to make a move also, because Chris is catching, as you can see. Chris
And like he is, he's going to do it now. Right down the inside. This is for 3rd place. Laser might be a bit of trouble because here comes Ryan. He gets past Gelato. Laser is going to be a bit of trouble because here comes Ryan. You're about to catch Laser. That's not what Laser would have wanted.
Laser's gonna have to make a move first, otherwise Ryan's gonna eat him up.
But how can you when they're matching the same amount of hards? It's not going to be good enough, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I can't see. Look at Ryan's already at the back of my. Looks like Ryan's gonna take him coming after the first one.
So Ryan is good to earn 1st place. In 1st place, there's no way about it. Laser is actually caught. Yeah, Laser notices. Laser's got to get past Sanjovic now.
Oh, Ryan right in the back of him though.
Oh, Laser got a bit of a scruffy exit here, cuz. Oh, someone's touching wheels, and Ryan will get the move done on Laser, and that is the place done. Ryan gets into 2nd. And Chris has joined up to the pack now.
Chris right on the back of Gelato, so Chris is about to join him on the fun as well.
2 laps to go, Nadeem. This is it.
Wow, okay, the top 5 guys separated by less than 2 seconds.
And look at this, Chris is sniffing around Gelato. It's going down the inside, that's a brave move. Chris, that's a fantastic move. Getting past him already, that was unbelievable for Chris.
Really opportunistic from Chris there, but it could be a crucial move going forward after that.
And Ryan is on the back of Sanchovic's Haas. It's all bad for Sanchovic because here comes Ryan down the inside for the lead, and Ryan gets the place done. Ryan with pole position. Ryan is in the lead for the Grand Prix. Laser's in problems. Oh, Chris has got 3-second penalty.
Oh,
that's a lifeline for Laser. Oh, that's not what he wanted. So Laser will have to try and get past Sanjovic like now for any chance of getting a better result.
Chris right at the back of him though.
Oh, Chris got a bit shaky. Oh, this is so intense. Oh, Gelato, what's happening to Gelato? Oh, he's got a puncher! Charlotte's got a puncher!
Oh
no. They reached the limit! As Chris gets past Laser. But we're executing on the tyres. If Gelato got a puncher on the 28th lap of their stint, what's going to happen next?
Yeah, Sanchovic and Laser need to look out on those tyres because, yeah. It's like they could go at any moment.
Oh, this is so intense. poor Gelato, man. He was doing so well. Then the puncher had to come on the second to the last lap as well.
Oh, that's so unlucky.
Ryan is leading this Grand Prix and he's going to win the Grand Prix. Laser will most likely get second, and look at this. Chris is going to try and get past. Sanjivitz here. Sanjivitz is trying to hold on all he can. Ryan is holding on for the lead. Chris is going to go down, trying down the outside move. He's going to have a look at Jogshow corner. Chris is having a look down the inside. This is Lewis Hamilton all over again. Chris is not going to get past him for the DRS. Ryan is about to win the Brazilian Grand Prix. Well, what about Chris? Is he going to get past Sanjivitz, I wonder? Here comes Ryan. Ryan wins the Grand Prix. And look at this. Chris got a move. Oh my goodness me. Wow. 55 thousandths between the two. And Laser will get second place. Wow. Unbelievable. What a race finish. Nadeem, I'm lost for words.
Yeah. What a ending, as you said. I think those last few laps when you didn't know who's on the right strategy, and towards the end it just played out. It played out so basically. What a ending.
So Laser will go into the final race in Abu Dhabi with a chance of becoming World Drivers' Champion. Chris will drop points to Laser, but he will extend his championship lead over Rappi. What a finale we got in GP1. Guys, tune in at 7:30 Thursday for the big finale, the finale of all finales for Abu Dhabi. But here it is. Ryan gets the victory and he celebrates on the top step of the podium. He got pole and he got the race victory. Brilliant stuff from him. Laser will get second. He'll be very happy going into Abu Dhabi. We'd love to hear his thoughts on this race, and also Sanjivitz as well. Wow, next week is going to be absolutely special. So, here we are. This is your final results. Ryan first, Laser second, Sanjivitz third, Chris in fourth, Joey fifth, Game Boy 6th, Lightronix 7th, Rappy 8th, Clarky 9th, Jensen 10th, and Gogs 11th. And your retired runners are Gelato. Well, Gelato finished a lap down, which is unfortunate. Your retired runners are Tony, Connor, and Lost Souls. Nadeem, I hope you really enjoyed that race. Jesus mighty.
Oh, wait, I think I need a drink or something. That was...
Unbelievable. What a race that was.
Exciting ending to the season.
This is why they call it GP1 for a reason. And what do you think? It's GP1. You need to understand. Oh. Right, let's get this lot in. I'm out of breath. 55x. Okay, yep. Just getting the drivers in now, so we can hear from them. There we go. So the drivers will come in momentarily. Let's get the race-winning car, which is the Racing Point. There it is. Nadine, how you describe that race out of 10 then?
Oh, I think I must have been 8 or 9, definitely. But all those, I think what made it really nice was you didn't know which strategy would pay until even coming towards the end. So I think that just added that extra level of excitement to the race. So yeah, and I think we both out of breath after that race. So I think that's a good race.
So Sanjovic has joined us in the Haas car. So Sanjovic, what a race finish that was. That was intense.
That was an unbelievable race. I actually can't believe that I'm on the podium because I bottled the qualifying. I was on several good laps and yeah, invalidated. But then in the race, the first lap was actually very bad because Joey sanded it on the inside, and I was squeezed between him and Lost Souls, I think. And I had front wing damage, and yeah, luckily there was a safety car. And I gambled on the hards because I thought they would made it to the end, and it was actually very close to a puncture because Jeff was telling me about five laps till the end that I had to be careful, and I I was scared to look at the tire wear thing, so I think they were like 80-90% or something. So yeah.
I mean, the final straight finish with Chris, you gave him a bit of a shove on the main straight. Was that intentional?
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but yeah, I try to, of course, stay as wide as close to the inside as possible. Yeah, that's my normal racing line actually at the back straight. But yeah, it was a Gasly Hamilton like scenario there from last year. Yeah, just hold it onto the line. Just had enough ERS left to hold him off. Yeah, very happy with P3.
I mean, going into Abu Dhabi, the final race of the season. I know you're not in this, but I want to give your thoughts on the championship fight going into next week between our three championship rivals. Who's your money on?
Yeah, because at the moment I'm not sure about the gaps in front, but I think Grizz is in front, but I don't know how much points.
So going into this race, Chris was a point ahead of Lyronix by a point, and Laser was only a few points behind. So they're the top three going to the final race.
Yeah. I don't know. Chris is on a good streak lately, so maybe I will set my money on him. But Lasers and Lyronix are also very consistent drivers and don't have many corner cutting warnings and penalties. Sorry. So yeah, let's see what happens. I try to be in the mix again, and yeah, we will see.
So what is like Abu Dhabi for you then?
Abu Dhabi is one of my worst tracks actually. I can't find a setup for it. Especially I think it's turn 4-5 combination before the hairpin. I never get it right there, so not much hopes for me. So I'm actually very happy that I could get another podium this season, because the last one was Singapore, and yeah, I feel I didn't deserve that one because a lot of people crashed out there, and yeah, I think in this race I legitimately deserved the podium.
And how would you sum up your season?
Yeah, of course in the beginning I needed to adapt to the game and also a new wheel, so very bad pace. Still, I think the turning point was like Canada, and I was in the mix with the good guys here, the fast guys. And then I think from at Baku, we were with like 7 people, and after that race, a lot of new guys joined, like Connor and Fruitful. Again, very fast guys, and yeah, I performed consistently. So when I look to the second half of the season, I'm very happy actually with how I did.
And going for season 8, do you think you can try and push yourself more towards the top guys?
Yeah, I'm sure I will only improve from now on. So yeah, I think I will be more consistent. Yeah, podium, I hope.
Nadim, seeing GP1 tonight, are you feeling a little bit motivated to go into the GP1 and see you can improve or to catch to mess with the big guys?
Yeah, definitely. I think, as you can see, the guys are super quick there. So I think I really need to practice and put in the time. But yeah, the battles are going to be super close. So yeah, it should be a lot of fun if I do move up and I do battle in GP1. So yeah, definitely looking forward after that race.
Sanjivit, have you got any advice for Nadim going into GP1?
Just a little bit of practice. That's never wasted. So I haven't followed GP2 this season, but I think he's very quick. He's champion, so he definitely deserves to be in GP1. Bit of practice, and then keep it clean at the first lap. But yeah, that's in every tiers the case. So enjoy the racing. That's the most important.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks. That's fun.
Yeah.
So that would be it for GP1, and we are going to be having a massive finale going into the championship. Who is going to be world champion for GP1 next season? We are all going to find out next week, next Thursday, 7:30. Fireworks are going to be crowning our world champion for GP1. Please join us next week to see how it all unfolds. It's from Colin Oliver, Nadim, and from the guys from GP1. See you later, and bye bye.